So hagwons as they are right now in Korea generally have a negative effect on the public school system. So one thing that hagwons do a lot is 예습 or 선행학습, and this is where kids learn ahead of time what they're going to learn in the school year ahead of them. And the theory behind this is that if you learn something ahead of time, you'll be better positioned to actually, absorb the knowledge when you learn it in school. But the reality is that kids just pay less attention in class because they already learned it at hagwon. And this is where a negative feedback loop starts to occur because teachers will see that kids are not paying attention in class because they've already learned it, and they will start skimming through the coursework or even skip entire sections. So now the kids who don't go to hagwons have to go to hagwons in order to fill in the gaps in class, which then furthers the assumption by teachers that kids learn everything ahead of time at hagwons anyway. And this kind of thing gets turned up several notches where elementary school kids are learning high school math. And make no mistake, this doesn't mean that Korean kids are geniuses or something. It just means that they're being given material that they're not ready for at all. And because Koreans prioritize speed when it comes to education, students often just memorize things instead of taking the time to learn the underlying concepts. For instance, when I learned multiplication, I memorized it. As in, I memorized what 8 times 3 was without understanding what 8 times 3 is, that it's 8 3 times. But I was able to pass a lot of tests because I had memorized it and I could just recite it very naturally, like 75, 76, 42, 77, 49, on and on. And this is what happens at most hagwons. They just drill you through these practice questions, and it's not learning. So I would argue that hagwons in Korea, as they stand, they are a detriment to education.